Hey, Eric. All right, great start. This definitely has a really super gritty kind of indie film feel to it, and I think it's really successful. It tells a great story. The narrative's fantastic. Good typography. I like your description of the kind of real rudimentary type. Um, there's a couple of things I would recommend adding to this. I think a little more typography might might definitely suffice. So in other words, you could add something like, at the top, from the studios who brought you so and so. Even add a tagline here. I think some sort of tagline is definitely in order. So do some research, take a look at movie posters. Here's an example of a tagline right here. This is the Ant-Man. It's a different genre, right? But no shield, no armor, no problem. That's a tagline. And then take a look from the studios that brought you the Avengers and coming July 17th in real 3D. And things like that are really going to go far to bring this to it looking like a movie. It's going to add a lot of the validity to the appearance of the movie poster genre just by adding a couple of those additional elements. One thing I would recommend that I think it would make more sense in the configuration here, and also it would add more to. If there's one thing that's missing from this piece, I think it's the techniques that we're looking for image compositing. I think you've got good image composite right here. That's image compositing basically is mixing two images together, right? So I think that that's a good job right there. Now, okay, sorry about that. At any rate, I was saying. I think that we can improve the order that these go. Now, let me just run this by you and tell me if this makes sense. Plus, it will also add. I was always saying before. I think if one thing that we're lacking a little bit is techniques, composite techniques. We've got a composite right here where we've got two images mixed together, but I think we can go a little bit further. What I would recommend is this. I would say in this, the first lens I think would be smart to have the closed lens, the smallest aperture, and the first lens. Then the second lens, open it up a little bit and have the skull, okay? And then the third lens, go ahead and open it up even wider and try to add even wider and try to add a scene in there, something even more detailed than this. That will suffice the composite requirements for this assignment. It will also reinforce the narrative by kind of building the suspense, so to speak. So we have the first one blank, the second one opens a little bit and we kind of see a skull in there. And then the third one, we see some sort of a scene in there. Some sort of a horror scene, or I don't know how you want to depict that, but think about that, and I think that will definitely improve the suspense associated with, and in the order that the movie would build the suspense. So I think it would make sense to build the suspense in the poster, right? Definitely think a tagline would suffice in this regard. So. I love the grainy effect on the red background. Good job. Good typography. I think everything's looking fantastic here. One thing I would recommend is to pull your type away from the edge of the page a little bit. That's just too close to a no print zone. So you want to pull that up, give yourself a little bit of a margin down there. Other than that, I think you're looking really fantastic. So I think that's a great start. And go ahead and try those changes. I think that they'll really, really make a major improvement here to what is already an outstanding start to the project. So fantastic. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks, Eric.